So here we are again with the whole 2028 thing. Trump saying he could run in 2028 if he became vice president and then just kind of took over after all the election stuff was done, using a loophole to take power again after this term. And, all of us knew that this was coming. We said it for years. And every single time, people on the right would say, you guys are being alarmist. You're just being dramatic liberals making up stuff for attention. Stop fear mongering. Trump can't run for a third term. That's ridiculous. Well, here we are, and it's not ridiculous anymore. Steve Bannon has been laying out this exact playbook, and now Trump is out here testing the water himself, saying he could, he kind of could, and kind of would. So now all the people who said it would never happen, we're just crazy, they're about to start parroting excuses for why it's somehow fine now. Instead of just admitting that they were fucking wrong back then, they'll twist themselves into knots just because, they have to justify whatever he does because they can't think for themselves. They wait until the man who does all the thinking for them tells them what to believe. Then they just repeat it like it's gospel. You people have fucked this country over by voting for a man who doesn't have a conscience or a heart. He only cares about money and power. That's all he's ever cared about, way before he ever stepped foot into the office. You empowered a movement that has literally put criminals in charge of rounding up families and deporting innocent people. A movement that gave ICE permission to hire actual criminals, people with violent histories, because they didn't care who was enforcing it as long as they follow orders like good boys. You guys had to have known that this would lead to abuse, to cruelty, to tearing families apart, and you still cheered it on because you didn't fucking care. And now, after almost a whole year of this administration, the longest year in history, the same cruelty keeps showing itself everywhere in society. You've turned hatred and punishment into the foundation of government. You have made people way more obsessed with who's different than them than who's struggling and needs help. You've made it normal to hate people who just need food aid or health care. You don't even pretend to be a country or a people who value compassion anymore. And the scariest, horrible part is that they're not even hiding it anymore. They're literally making Congress look like it's broken on purpose, so that way they can just break it piece by piece and then say, hey, Congress doesn't work anymore. And then what happens? Oh, well, I think all the power should sit in the executive branch's hands because Congress just can't do it. That's how democracies fall, and that's how dictatorships start and flourish. And all because one fucking side was too prideful to admit, you got this one wrong this time. Sorry.